2 children died and hundreds of people lost their homes.
Those survivors have spent the last 365 days trying to make new lives and new homes.
I'm a little worried about this furniture. I'm not sure the room's big enough. Watch your head on the chandelier as the front line. Okay, you need to go to your left when you come in.
It's moving day for Ted and Sally Spingler. They are the last to move back into a neighborhood demolished by last November's tornado. Hampton Oaks has since been beautifully rebuilt. For most who suffered through the storm, this date doesn't simply bring back memories, because the memories never left.
We know that sometime as we're coming down the stairs, the roof left the house, because we smelled the intense smell of the pine, and we were being hit by flying debris and mud and rain, and everything was coming at us.
We immediately got up and went running back up the stairs to see what had happened, and there was nothing up there.
We saw the neighborhood early that morning where there had been roofs before. There wasn't any roofs, and where there had been second stories, there was no more second stories. People's contents, furniture, everything you can imagine was there in pieces.
That is right over here.
It's beginning to hit me all at once because, I don't know, it's mixed emotions, and it's sadness, it's gratitude, it's happiness, it's a lot of emotions combined at once. When something like that happens, you realize that you are totally out of control, and it takes a long time to rebuild that sense that you have control over your life.
We're trying to strive for a normal lifestyle like most other people. We're trying to get back to that point that we were at almost a year ago. We're getting there, yeah, we sure are.
What's that, like now, curve it a little bit? How's that?
Patty Fulgham and her 16-year-old daughter Ruth are putting the last decorative touches on their new house. But Patty lost much more than her home, which once stood on this now empty lot. She lost her 12-year-old son, Pete. Despite the tragedy, she prefers to be called a tornado victor, not a victim.
I thought at first that it was a tornado, and then I thought it was the end of the world. I didn't know what was happening, but I wanted to get to my children. There was no way that I could get to them. And it took them about 6.5 hours to find him, and he had been killed instantly. To lose a child is the most devastating thing. It to me was like having surgery and having your heart removed. It's very difficult to give up the pain because that's some of all that I have left. I gave a lot of my grief to Jesus because I realized if I sat down and did nothing but grieve for my son and neglected everything else in my life and lived to be 100 years old, I wouldn't be finished. I don't know how to explain it, but that through the pain, there is more beauty and more joy than there can be some other times. It's unexplainable. I felt that I, as his mother, kissed him goodnight when he was relaxed and sound asleep, and ran my fingers through his hair, telling him that I loved him. And the next thing he saw was Jesus' face.